Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time joining us, my name's Patrick. For the rest of you, welcome back, 240 crew. So in today's episode, we're going to be doing a few different things, all of which have to do with the Volvo 240 cooling system. Replacing our factory original radiator with this Nissens radiator. We're going to be adding a transmission oil cooler, replacing our radiator hoses, and doing a bit of a radiator flush. And as a fun bonus, watch until the end of the episode, we're going to be doing a Volvo 240 Crew challenge. So stick around for the details if you'd like to win a small prize. All right, the Volvo 240 came with a very, very robust heating and cooling system from the factory. The one that we're going to be replacing today is 33 years old with 325,000 plus miles on it. Works just fine. We're redoing a few things to do some adventures off-road and to sit in beach traffic. Most of what we need for factory cooling lines, mainly the top and bottom radiator hoses, are still available from the factory, along with, which kind of surprised me, original cooling lines for automatic transmission. I'll make sure to put a link in the description and a list for everything that I used in this project today. We're going to try to put this original 240 transmission oil cooler in. A long time ago, these would have been installed in the Volvo 240 Pilati, the police car, and it would have came as part of the towing package. This is one of the older ones. It's still stamped West Germany. Here on the left side, I have a Nissens that is 2011, but is in very good condition, less a few little bent fins here and there, nothing major. On the side, I have a very gently used generic non-brand name. And I just thought it was maybe worth noting the differences. The connectors for the transmission lines on the Nissens are nice and thick and robust, and look like what you'd find on the factory original, where the ones on this generic they're thin and they're not flimsy, but they have a very cheap, thin feeling to them. Another big difference is the fins on the radiator itself. These on the generic side are super thin, and just even the slightest touch bends them, where the Nissens just feel a lot better finished off, and like you can slide your hand across them, and not bend any of them. They fit a lot better, they're tighter together. It just seems like a much nicer product. First thing we're going to do is use a 15mm wrench and take off the transmission cooling hard lines at the transmission on the right side. Now we can open up the drain cock to get rid of our old coolant. Next, let's take off the fan shroud and the cooling fan to make a little more room. So here we are the next day. We've learned something interesting and we have a little bit of a programming note to make. Thing is the interesting thing that some of you will find useful. If you don't have a lot of experience bending tubes and flaring ends, it might be a good idea to go ahead and buy 2 lengths right when you start. That way you have one for practice and then you have one that you can finish the project with. And you can skip a second or third trip to the store. And while now is arguably a very good time to do the thermostat, it seems like even a better time to do the thermostat would be after I order a new housing and these bolts up on top. I don't think they have any intention of moving without breaking off. Sometimes that's just how it goes with the Volvo 240. I always like to say, if you can't smile while you're working on it, just wait till the next day. Volvo 240. Given the finger to Father Time since 1975. All right, we've got all of our lines reattached along with our radiator hoses, the new radiator installed, the additional factory transmission oil cooler just behind here installed, our new hard lines are in, our connecting hard lines are together, and we have it all tightened up. Now we can reinstall our tropical cooling fan clutch that we put in quite a while back already, along with our fan shroud. So we'll be ready to fill it up and do the flush. Okay, so the last thing that we're gonna do today is a coolant flush. We're gonna add this hypercool cleaner and super flush to our expansion tank, along with about 2 to 2.5 gallons of water, and let it run for about 30 minutes. Once that happens, we can drain it, and then add 2 to 2.5 gallons more of distilled water, and then run it for a little while, and then drain it. And then we can add our coolant, and we will be good to go. So that basically concludes the activity portion of today's episode. Now, on to our very first 240 Crew Challenge. So here's the deal. If we get 240 likes on this episode, I will send this 1975 original Volvo 200 series brochure to whoever leaves the 240th like. It has lots of vivid and vibrant vintage Volvo 240 photos, along with clean, crisp pages and easy to read text. Easy as leave us a thumbs up, and number 240, leave a comment in the comments section, and I will send you your very own vintage Volvo 240 original brochure from 1975. Fun, easy, and free. What more could you ask for? All right, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.